Good morning everyone, it's the 11th of December, the 11th day of Vlogmas. It is a cold one. I had a look this morning at the temperatures. It's around 25 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 4 degrees Celsius, and it is frosty. I opened the window to have a look around. I actually wasn't sure if it might have snowed because everything was just covered in this white layer, but it's actually just really thick frost and it looks so beautiful. I really do love seeing it. But of course I love seeing it from being snuggled up in my warm house, so it's not going to be as nice if you're out in it, but it does look really wonderful. And there is really a thick fog this morning as well, which makes it even that little bit more majestic. So it's a beautiful, very wintry morning. I am not planning too much today. I'm hoping to have a bit of a more chill day at home today. Tomorrow I'm going to be going back to work. So I am currently doing 8 to 6 now, 4 days a week. I used to do 9 to 5. I now do 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., 4 days a week, same amount of hours, but with one extra day off in the week. This has been a really positive change in my life. It's really worked for me and it's something that I'm hoping to keep doing going forward. If you don't know, I'm a midwife, so I work for an NHS hospital. I'm actually a community midwife, so I don't tend to do long shifts these days, but what I will do is look after women for their pregnancy appointments. I will also visit mums and babies at home after they have the baby, and I also attend home births as well if they happen to happen when I'm working or when I'm on call. The first thing I want to do this morning is get on with my advent calendars. I have done my yoga, but after that, now that I'm with you guys, I'm going to start with my Fabric Godmother advent calendar. The 11th is over here. My sewing tip is use a small paintbrush to remove chalk marks. And here I have a very nice piece of tailor's chalk. I feel like a lot of the tailor's chalk I've gotten wasn't very good quality, and so I had a hard time getting good lines with it. So I'll be curious to see how this one works. I'm guessing it will be good quality coming from the Fabric Godmother. It has a logo on it that says H.H. Hancock London, so we'll see how it goes, but always a good tool to have in your sewing toolbox. Kusmi tea time. It's the 11th is over here. So hard to see these, right guys? Well, I like the name of this one. It's called Sweet Love. Flavored blend of black tea, pink peppercorn, guarana, and spices. I like the sound of that one. Probably not first thing, but I think maybe mid-morning, that could be quite a treat. So I'm gonna get some breakfast together. I am thinking scrambled eggs on sourdough toast is really appealing to me this morning. But I will update you a little bit later on today. So it's been a really nice Sunday, I have to say. We have stayed inside where it's nice and cozy. My husband and I finally got around to our game of Scrabble. I will say it was a more challenging Scrabble game. It's one of those games where you're just picking up tons of awkward letters. At one point I had 5 E's out of 7 letters, and that just makes things a bit of a challenge. But we got through and we definitely had fun. we had the idea that we were going to do, it's like we did last year, if anyone put down a Christmassy themed word, they would get 15 extra bonus points. But we were basically lucky to get any words. We did not get any Christmassy words, unfortunately, but like I said, it was still really fun and a nice relaxing way to hang out. While we were playing, I tasted my tea of the day, the Sweet Love tea, which was my Kusmi tea today. I have to say this is definitely up there as one of my favorites. So it was black tea, pink peppercorn, guarana, and spices. What I would say is essentially it tasted like a chai tea, but even more spicy with a bit more cardamom and a slight berry hint in the background. I really enjoyed that one, and I will be putting that to my list of ones that I want to get from them in the future. The other thing that I was doing while we were playing Scrabble when it was not my turn, I started another one of the tiny Christmas tree socks because they're really cute and they're really fast and they're really addictive. So I've started the striped one. You can see already I've got the ribbed section and I've done quite a few of the different stripes already. Loving how it's looking. This one is what's called an afterthought heel, which I've never done before, so it would be interesting to see how that goes, and it's nice to do it on a small project rather than on a whole sock that I've worked on for weeks or months, knowing me. I have also been working on my other sock. I'm about halfway through the foot now, so I've been working on that periodically as well. This afternoon I wanted to make some more of the cookies I'm hoping to freeze for Christmas, so I went ahead and started making the mint meringue cookies. So these are just ever so slightly mint flavored meringues, which are then going to be sandwiched together with chocolate ganache. So the idea is that I'm just making the mint meringues now, letting them cool down. Once they're completely cool, then they can go into the freezer, and supposedly as long as you put them in like a firm container rather than in a bag that they're going to bash around, if they're in a firm container with parchment paper in between the layers and you're careful as you put them in, they come out and they're pretty much as good as the day that they went in. So I am excited to get those going so that I will then have 2 types of cookies already lined up for Christmas. Christmas is in 2 weeks and I wanted to do as much ahead of time as I could, so I'm feeling pretty on top of things. So we will still have a little bit of time to hang out now before I need to start dinner, and I will be then Skyping with my parents this evening. I have a chat with them almost every Sunday, but it's been a little while since we talked. They were traveling previously in the last couple of Sundays, so I haven't spoken to them since before Thanksgiving, so it will be really good just to have a good catch up and chat with them. Tomorrow is a work day, so we'll see what I manage to find when I'm in central London, but I will catch up with you then. See you soon. Bye.